everybody's gonna roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
For us.
Damn, son. 17 for Loren.
19.
Or
I got 17.
Okay, so we got
Ooh.
two 17s. And
You want rollies or higher decks?
higher decks. Keep it simple.
+3.
+3.
Ooh,
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I guess it's rolling.
It's fine. Yeah, you guys roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Oh shit!
No way!
Okay, you both fucking explode.
Holy shit! All right, one more. 19.
11. You got it. You got it. That
Shit,
was
if y'all had done that
crazy.
again,
That's cool.
that was crazy.
That's awesome. I love that. I mean, we're all about to die, but you know.
Yeah, no, for
Yes.
sure. You did a whoopsie and fell down and hurt your big
Yeah.
leg.
All
Look,
right.
I
And
tried.
now there's a tall boy who's coming to bite and dingle our bones with his tongue.
All right. So
Don't
they
say
got
dingle.
that. Okay. So
Does he
You
do the
got it.
horrible Dark Souls laugh?
Oh god.
no, because I am not that big of a fucking copycat.
Of a con artist.
Yeah. All right.
I'll rip him off a little bit, not a lot of it.
Yeah. It's a little bit. All right. Okay. So first up in the order is Robbie.
All right.
You will have to
Well-
take your whole movement to like climb out.
Robbie is here.
I'm aware.
Robbie is cool. Robbie's going.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to climb out. Is that acrobatics? Or...
So no, I'll just say you can go ahead and do it because you successfully caught yourself. I won't make this unless you were trying to
Okay.
get out and move. If you're trying to get out and move,
well,
then I would make you.
I have cunning action. I can move.
Okay,
I,
then
as
you're,
a bonus
you're
action.
good. Yeah, it just takes a movement. If you were trying to do
yes.
it faster, then it would be a roll. But
So, question:
uh-huh.
would you say that this creature,
Mhm.
that is eyeing down, that is eyeing Pepper down, that I could have sneak attack against it?
No, because in order for that to
Why?
happen, you have to have an ally near it
I do.
that is a
Or
threat.
yeah.
Like he can't actually hurt the mimic right now. So like the mimic, like normally the way sneak attack is like works is like because
Someone's
there's
gotta
a
be
monster
engaged.
that's engaged and distracted, you can find openings in their thing because they can't split attention perfectly. But like
Gotcha.
he's just like on the ground. Now, if you want it, you could hold your action and wait for him to get out, and then he would be engaged to him. But that's up to you.
Engaged to him?
Yes, they're getting married.
I will do that. I will ready my attack I will ready my attack action for the moment that they engage each other in combat so that I can take sneak damage on it.
Totally fine. Totally valid. Okay. Then next up is Lauren.
Oh shit.
You're
okay.
in a big hole.
I am in a big hole. And there's just water down there. Is it like
Yep.
flat? Like can I stand up?
No, it's the water. It's 10-foot deep water.
Okay, gotcha. Shit.
Oh, he's 11 feet tall. You missed that part?
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
I
yeah.
should have read his backstory for how he got
Yes.
bigified. He
Yes.
went to Willy Wonka and it just kind of, you know how it is.
He shot him with the ray that Mike TV got hit, but it hit his dick and it made his dick so big that he could balance on it.
It's true. It did.
They called him Mike PP.
I will.
You know you
all right.
liked it.
I do want to ask your. I want to ask a question real quick. Before, like the start of the
also,
round.
I'm sorry. Tyler, will you go ahead and, or Robbie, will you go ahead and take a point of fire damage? As
Oh, shoot,
your
yeah.
decision to break the trap absolutely made the
Even though I'm made of metal?
the monster in front of you is the likely death that the amulet is currently detecting. So you're going to take 1 point of fire damage. This is the
Gotcha.
downside of the Doom dial, is that in serious combats, you actually end up taking damage every turn.
Cool.
So it's a kind of a double-edged item.
So, really quick. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had this, but I was trying to find it. As a reaction to taking that damage, could I have used Misty Step before the round started?
What's the
So
reaction?
it says
of
once
this?
per short rest, when you take damage, you can use a reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Oh.
You
Oh,
remain invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack or cast a spell.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely. I mean, you took
Okay.
damage, so you can absolutely teleport.
Cool. Okay, cool.
It's
Oh
60
yeah,
just
feet.
and it
wanted
was
to
a
clarify.
50-foot fall, so you can get
Yeah,
back up to the
so
top.
you
Yeah,
can
cool.
absolutely get back up to the top with
So
that.
I'm back up top. I will
Hold on. This is amazing because
yes.
from you guys' perspective, you just saw a guy you barely know fall deep into a hole, and on impact with the water, he blinked out of existence. And that's all
now
you
you can't
guys
see me
know
because
as
I'm
a thing.
invisible.
Yeah,
I am invisible
he's
currently.
just gone.
Okay,
so as far as you guys know, that water is not water. It's like super begone juice
It's
or
a
something.
portal.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, can I pop one of those potions really quick?
Yeah.
I think
Or-
that's a full action, isn't
I'll
it?
say that I'll say you can do it for your move action, so you won't be able to move if you do that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I want to pop one of those. I'll do the healing
Okay.
for that in a second.
Uh,
For my main attack,
It will only be 5d6 plus 5, or 5d4
5d6?
plus
I'll write that
5d4 plus 5.
5d4 plus 5.
So
Okay.
it's gotten a little bit weaker.
Yeah, I'll just pop one of those. I'll do that after I finish my round. But for my turn, I will cast you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. Okay, 19 plus 3 plus 8
That
is a lot.
A whole lot.
That will crazy super hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Okay, cool. And that is going to be 5d12. So I'm
Yikes.
actually just gonna do the
digital one.
I'm gonna do the digital one really quick. And that's gonna be 5d12 lightning damage.
Lightning damage.
And that is 41 damage.
Holy shit.
41 damage. Very
Yes.
nice. So you just fucking absolutely so where were you aiming on it?
Probably like
I will
probably
say
straight for its head.
okay, I will say like its chest head is very massive, but its body itself is very like slender and like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it could possibly support the weight of the chest head, but somehow
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
And it's got like long spidery fingers that are, and it's all like pure like dark purple.
Yeah.
It's very not pleasant. So
Okay.
you hit this thing in the back of the chest head, and like the chest head actually like you hit it square in the back and like torch it, and like the chest head like the top part like snaps back, so the whole chest is like fully open now, and its eyes
yeah.
are staring directly at you
Oh god.
with anger and pain.
Oh shit.
And that is it.
Yep.
next
Yep.
up,
That's
Pepper.
it.
So can I then-
And with that
well,
bonus
can I-
action, I'm
can
drinking
I-
that potion.
Can I use my?
You would be able to now, but you saved it for. I thought you were specifically waiting for Kyle to like engage with him.
I mean, I guess I was saving it for just the thing to enter into
Okay,
combat.
I mean, yeah, you can absolutely shoot it now. You can absolutely shoot it now. That's totally fine.
5d4, you said? On
Yes, 5d4 plus 5. Oh, by the way, for you guys, literally, he hit the ground, he popped out of existence. Then behind this fucking mimic, like 5 feet behind this mimic, he reappeared and a massive lightning bolt came out of him and shot the mimic and like snapped its head open. So I'm
That's
assuming you guys
22 to
are
hit.
very confused. That will absolutely hit. 22.
That invisibility does come back up, or does end when I cast that.
Yes,
So.
yeah.
So I do 33 damage.
Oh my god.
It's sneak attack damage though. It's not like normal.
Well, it's also magical just because everything you do is magical. All right. So, very nice. So where were you aiming? Were you aiming for the top half of, or the bottom half of the chest, or like the body itself?
I guess the body,
Okay. So you,
because I'm a
hit it-
shorter guy. I would think the body would be a little easier to.
You hit it in like its very slender chest, exactly where you thought the heart should be, to like try to like maximize like killing this thing. and it goes through and like it's like half sticking out of its back because it's not like a very thick creature. Like it is like maybe 6 inches thick and like maybe like 10 inches wide. Like it is super slender and like grotesque. And it is popped out like your arrow is all the way through. If this thing had a heart, you definitely would have killed it. But other than that, it doesn't fall. It seems like it's alive. It doesn't seem like it's having a good time. And a lot of blood is coming out of both its head and its wound. But it's like this purple viscous blood that like goes down, but then kind of starts getting reabsorbed before it can even fully drop down to the ground. Some of it does make it to the ground, but even the bits that do make it to the ground, like slowly slink back to this thing's feet. But it is like, it seems to be spewing out more than it can like reabsorb, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now it is Pepper's turn.
Finish him off.
Yeah, y'all have been going fucking ham. So, I don't know. I can use a little something. I could do a little something, I guess. Would you say that the platform that we are standing on that separated was made of metal?
No, it's very distinctly marble.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I am going to use meld into stone.
Yep, it is definitely stone.
Yep, and I'm gonna suck into the stone and pop up behind the mimic up above us because I was hanging off the edge. This all happened before I even pulled myself up.
Yeah.
And I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Flame Blade, and in my free hand, a sword made entirely of fire appears, and I'm gonna attack this fool with that very same flaming sword.
All right, I love it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Alrighty, and that's a fat +8 on this bitch. That's a natural 20.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I can't even make this shit up.
Roll that beautiful damage.
Yeah, so that's 3d6 fire damage.
Well, double that, right?
Exactly.
Oh
so
my
6d6
God.
fire
Yes.
damage.
Let's do this.
Holy shit, I gotta collect more dice.
Murder this fool.
Alright, I got all 6 of my dice. Because it's fun to roll them all, not just double them, you know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of 6s.
Oh.
Ooh.
20, 21, 22 damage.
Yes.
Okay. So
He did.
with
Kill him.
that slice, you slice and you cleave off one of its arms just fully and like gash into its side, but you can't make it all the way through and you end up like yanking your flaming sword
Well, that's
back
okay
out.
because as a bonus action, when I deal damage to something,
You already used your
summon-
bonus
Wait, you already
action.
used your bonus action. As you retract your blade, this thing like its mouth still open, it just begins like violently convulsing and it stops being able to keep all of its blood from hitting the ground. And then as you watch it, it begins violently shaking more and more and more. And then all of a sudden, like the tip of what looks like a pole, 2 or 3 feet of it launch out of the top of this thing's mouth. And it's just hanging there. And it's just like mouth agape with this handle of something. And it turns
Oh my god.
and it grabs the handle of this of whatever this is that is emerging from his mouth with its spindly fingers, and it yanks it out with one hand fiercely, and it is this massive giant hammer, and on the front of the hammer is 2 eyes similar to its own with a jaw just and it pulls out this massive mimic hammer, and it
Cool.
It turns.
Wait a minute. Is it a hammer that has where the hammer part is? It's a mimic.
That is correct. Yes.
Oh, my god.
Very cool.
And
shit.
and it swings at Pepper in a violent rage at just
my
all
God.
this bullshit that has happened to it. Okay. I'm just going to assume that a 20-something hits.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay. So you're going to take 6 bludgeoning damage as this thing like wails on you with its hammer, and then right as it makes contact, the hammer head folds into itself, into like the sides of it fold out to jaws, and it bites into you, and you're going to take an additional 4 acid damage as the saliva of this thing is just spewing into you.
That's not too bad.
I just keep waiting for him to say a big number.
Yeah.
No,
I was so scared. I keep clenching.
No, it's fine. I mean, listen, man, it's fine.
Am I poisoned or something?
I'm sorry. You're also going to the bludgeoning. It's magical, so it shouldn't matter anyway. But it was actually piercing damage. The hammer like bit you on contact, so it did piercing damage rather than bludgeoning. My bad. But it's not letting go, and then now it's going to use its second attack to try to throw you.
I've got magical resistance.
Well,
I know that does.
It has advantage, and its first roll was a natural 20.
Oh, man.
So go ahead and make a grappling like check. You can either do athletics or acrobatics, but you basically have to roll a natural 20 or a bad thing's about to happen.
Oh, man.
5% chance of success. I believe in you.
I'm doing athletics because I'm proficient.
Hell yeah.
And I have the lucky feet.
Oh.
So I got some things on my side. I ain't too worried, but I'm also very, very worried. I'm gonna roll I'm gonna spend one of my luck points to roll an additional D20, so I get to choose which one of these 20s I get to roll. That is a 19 plus 5.
Oh man.
Just for the sake, I will see what this thing's. In fairness, I really shouldn't give it to you.
No, you're good. Because it's a natural 20. Like, I don't care, you know. But I got a 19 on my.
Yeah, it literally greater mimics literally have grapplers.
I can spend it. Hey, you know what? I have enough of it. I'll spend another luck and roll another 20.
Oof.
You can.
No, 19 is the highest I got. That was 11.
Yeah. I would suggest saving the lucky for the last lucky for the next combat. For sure. It grabs you and with its grip, and it literally carries its momentum and slings you around, and throws you back toward the pit. I need you to make another dexterity save to see if you can stop yourself from falling into the pit.
Jesus. That is good. 18 plus 3. So that's 21.
Okay. So you are able to successfully catch yourself. You actually catch yourself on the far side of the pit and about 5 feet down from the top. Even though the walls seemed smooth, you were able to like catch just the smallest imperfection in the marble side. So now you're hanging 5 feet below on the opposite side of the pit. And then that is the mimic's turn. And now we are back at the top of the order. Robbie?
All right.
What you got?
Well, I assume that
this thing's jaw is still like open, by the way. Like it never actually adjusted that.
I assume because it threw him that it's not in combat at the moment.
No.
I will say, so I was reading up on Witch Bolt. So Witch Bolt's actually like a consistent like connection now. So basically, so I am technically somewhat engaged with him because
it's a distance thing rather than like you do have Witch Bolt, like, so you can just trigger it again. Yes, but
How close is it to the edge?
It's very close. It was basically able to sling him into it because it's only like 5 feet away from the edge.
I want to try to push it.
And it's real fucked up. Okay, make a grapple check.
Is that, you said acrobatics? Or athletics?
No.
Or...
If you're trying to start a grapple, it's athletics. To get out of a grapple, it's acrobatics or athletics. But to do a grapple, it's athletics.
Ooh, that's a decent roll though. 16. I have a 0 to athletics.
It rolled another natural 20 because it does have advantage on any kind of grapple checks.
Holy shit.
So you try to grapple it, and for a second you think you actually succeed, and then you realize it was letting you touch it, and you realize you're not able to pull away because its skin itself seems to be curling around your flesh a little bit.
Yeah. So I couldn't use disengage?
You could not. You could make a. No, actually, no, because you already used your action this turn to try the grapple. So yeah, you are currently grappled. But as
a bonus action, I could disengage. I couldn't use that to attempt to.
I'll say you could use your bonus action to try to get out of the grapple. That's fine.
Okay, and that could be acrobatics?
Yes, that can be acrobatics.
Thank
so
God.
Like it's trying to you try to grapple it and push it, and it just like grips your flesh with its own flesh. Like its skin that you touch becomes tiny little spindly fingers that like start wrapping around your flesh.
Yuck. I rolled a 19 plus 9, 28.
Okay.
Ooh, damn.
Okay, it rolled real bad. You are able to yank yourself free of this thing as it's trying to like rip you with its torso and legs and everything.
Well, glad I wasted my turn.
And you are free. You are still right next to each other, right next to it. You could move to get away, but would get an attack of opportunity if you did.
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, and next up is Lauren.
Automatic 5d12.
Is there nothing it can do to like stop that?
Basically, the spell is basically up for a minute.
The spell is basically broken and it doesn't have a weakness. You're dumb, Jeremy.
Well, like, does he not make like a resistance or anything?
No, like it just says beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature. On a hit, the target takes. I cast it at my 5th level slot, so it takes 5d12 on each of your turns for the duration. You can use your action to deal the 5d12 damage to the target automatically. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. So if I do literally anything else, it ends.
Yeah.
Or if I lose concentration.
Yeah. So that's super strong.
5d12.
All right, roll damage.
All right.
That's a good spell.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. The initial damage is the only damage that goes up when you upcast it. No. For every action you can make, if you use your action, you can make it do an additional d12 of damage.
Got you. Cool. Okay, so so I'll just
which still ain't nothing.
Do that. Yeah, 1d12. If I can find it. 2.
Nice.
2 lightning damage.
So its fingertips sizzle a little bit, and two of them, like a couple of them, like melt off and fall to the ground.
Yes.
To be clear, this thing looks real fucked up. It's real fucked.
He must die.
I'm assuming there's 2 sides, correct? Like there's the main platform and then there's like another platform, correct? Or is it just the main
no. It's a circular platform, and then like the like 3/4 of the platform like opened up. Okay. And so like you guys are on like the remaining small portion, or like the stairs, because the stairs around the platform are all there. So like the combat is kind of taking place on the edge of the platform or like around the stairs of the platform.
Okay. Whenever I teleported up, I don't know if I mentioned it, and you could put me wherever because I didn't,
I assumed you were in the grass, like 5 or so,
like on
5
the
to
stair
10.
part.
Okay, you want to be on the stair part? That's totally fine.
I would imagine like I would have been wherever, that thing wasn't, but also,
Yeah, that's totally fine. You're on the stair part.
Cool. Cool. So, I'll just I'll stay within that 60 feet because it's a 60-foot range to keep that.
Do you want to run to the other side of the hole?
I just want to be within like, you know.
Okay, so yes, you do.
50, 60
beautiful.
feet. Yeah, but yeah, and I'll just, you know, I'll
Sounds
just
like
chill
I'm
there.
about to take a hit.
So fucking,
you guys got it.
One boy attacked him directly and got yeeted across. The next boy tried to push him into the hole, got captured and was able to just barely escape and is now looking at him. The other boy pulled out a taser, tased him, and then ran as far away as he could. And pulled out a whistle and just is like watching from the other side. And okay, so next up is Pepper.
Finally, okay.
You will have to make it will take all of your movement and a check in order to get out of this because the walls are like perfect.
No, it won't, because I'm a giant eagle now.
Yeah, that also works.
God.
That also super duper works.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, you are now eagle.
Yep. And I'm going to swoop up into the sky, and I'm looking at that goddamn boy, and I'm coming down with a multi-attack because I get to attack twice as a giant eagle.
Hell yeah.
Can't attack twice as my normal self, though. What the fuck's that about?
Well, you're not as cool as an eagle.
Anywho.
That's true.
I'm going in first with the beak attack.
All right.
Fly like an eagle.
This is very important. Are you a high enough level druid that your animal attacks are magical?
at just the level enough to be able to be challenge rating 1, no higher.
Oh, no, I meant, is it magical? Are your attacks magical? That's a thing that unlocks for druids at some point, I think. Or is it just animal attacks?
Ship in a bottle. Let's look at the thing. I have to look again. 17 plus 3.
That'll hit?
Oh, no, 17 plus 5. I'm sorry.
Okay, that absolutely hits.
Perfect. Wow. That's going to be 6 damage from my beak as I peck him in his goddamn stupid eyes. And then he's coming back around with the talons for that dumb tongue, and I'm ripping it out of his goddamn skull. That is not a natural 20. It almost was. It was like teetering on natural 20, and it's a 12 plus 5. That's a 17.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Hell yes. Rip that fucking dumb idiot tongue out of his mouth. That is 5 plus 3, 8.
All right.
So I've dealt 6 and 8. Is he dead? Please God, be dead.
He probably would have been dead had those been magical, but unfortunately, because it was non-magical damage, it cuts in it, but not nearly as deep as you know it should have. And this thing screeches in anger once more. And it looks like it's going to get one more turn before you boys can kill it.
Oh my God.
Fuck on. Hold on.
So,
hold your sec. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. My
Yeah?
action. Hold on. Hold on. I still have a bonus action. You. Hold on.
What action did it take to turn into the eagle?
Yeah, I was about to say.
That was my. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. That was my bonus. God, it's so hard
So
out here being an
close.
eagle. I just want to kill the thing. I don't want it to
Being
just.
an eagle. All right.
Just someone kill it. Anyone kill it.
So
It's his
this,
turn.
this thing is, instead of using its hammer, it's actually just going to take and try to make a bite attack on Robbie. So it's trying to, like, it's taking its whole body and, like, just...
I figured.
With a
Pushing
giant
it down.
eagle in his face?
Yes, with a giant eagle in its face. And it is actually going to completely fucking miss. It
my
rolled a
God.
natural 1.
Because he
So
disrespected the
it
eagle.
like tries to go down and like clunk and like snap down at you, but it like it closes incorrectly and it actually ends up like falling because it's not perfectly balanced now that it doesn't have that very important arm that it clearly definitely super needed. And so it actually ends up having to catch itself with its own hammer. And so any attacks next round will be at advantage because it is
yes.
I'm specifically a harpy eagle.
It is the equivalent of being prone. So like,
Cool.
so
That's hot.
ranged attacks will be at disadvantage, but any melee attacks will be at advantage. And that's
Sweet.
that's
My
its turn. Yep. And Robbie, you are up. So it just tried to launch at you and like it completely fucked it up and like had to catch itself with its own hammer.
Hell yeah.
Kill
All
it.
right. Well, I'm going to attack it.
Yeah.
Oh, so close to a nat 20. That's a 31 to hit.
That was
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I've got a +3
I mean,
short sword
yes,
to be
you do.
fair.
It's just scary.
fuck.
That's strong enough to
Damn.
hit God. Okay.
Jesus.
Roll damage.
And then I'm only gonna do 12 damage with that attack.
Okay, so you swipe down. What's your weapon?
It's a +3 short sword, 1d6 +8.
Okay. You swipe down at this thing as it's bracing itself, and you cut perfectly clean through its slender neck with a hissing as the purple blood begins to like boil. And then this whole thing collapses into a gross puddle of purple ooze. And all that remains is
Thank God.
its hammer angrily chomping with its little it just kind of jostling around, like clearly like hungry. But
yeah,
any of you guys want that?
No.
I can't carry anything.
Because I'm still a giant eagle.
I literally can't carry anything else.
So
I'm picking it up with my feet.
do you guys want to do an Arcana so you can figure out what it is?
Yes, as a giant
hammer.
eagle. What is an Arcana check for a giant eagle, do you think?
Well, I mean, it's still your
Arcana.
consciousness.
Okay,
I'll check
cool.
what it is.
Sick.
I got a
I'm glad you said
14.
it. Me making assumptions.
Ooh,
That's
Arcana?
a good old fashioned
18.
11.
Okay. The 18 is high enough that I will go ahead and tell you it is a +1 maul. So
Okay.
its plus isn't as good, but it has 2 different attack modes: closed
Okay.
mouth and open mouth. Closed
Okay.
mouth, it does normal damage, but it has a reach of 15 feet as like the staff becomes like extendable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you can hit, your reach becomes 15 feet if it's in closed mouth form. If it's in open mouth form, it deals piercing damage instead. It does an extra 1d4 acid damage. And if the creature is medium or smaller, you get to, as a bonus, like as just part of the attack, you get to make a
Swallow.
grapple against them at advantage.
Hell yeah.
Interesting. I'll relay
And
that
any
to the
attacks
guys.
made to that creature while it is grappled in this way will
My
have
eagle form
advantage.
just nods and gives out
Both
another
yours and other people's.
Sweet.
I'm just carrying it in my talons. I'm gonna throw it at
How
the
much
first
time?
person
How
who
much
sees
time do we have?
Yeah.
You guys look and your thing is real fucking hot, and you look
Oh.
and it looks like maybe 2 minutes.
Oh God. Okay, we got to get out of here.
Yep.
So,
All right, we run.
yeah.
Okay.
This wasn't worth it.
I'm going for that sword, baby.
So you guys take off.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay. As you guys leave the room, you took the hammer, you said?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it in my bird feet.
Very nice. I will send that to you. As you guys go out, the M stood for mystery. And also,
gosh.
as you guys leave and you see the thing closing, you realize there was one chest you guys never opened.
Oh no, I knew.
Hopefully nothing
we didn't have
valuable
time.
in
Take
there.
care. Take care.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
We want I.
There is only
L can go fuck itself.
there is only I and L left. So
I
so you go.
Oi!
The first rule of Dungeon Dragons is I.
So as you guys go to as you guys go along the path, you actually notice the time actually goes up a little bit to 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
But it
How
doesn't
come?
stay further than that. But just like before, you guys
Yeah.
are going for a very long time. I think it was something like an hour. You guys go along your path, and you come out in the cemetery again, but not from the main entrance. Like it's a side entrance, and as soon as you walk through, it actually closes behind you.
Oh God.
And you see the Undertaker climbing out of a just finished hole with a body next to the hole.
Oh God.
Because apparently
Hey,
someone
Balbarin,
recently
you
died.
sparing? What's up, guy? Did you call me?
Hello, adventurers. I did not expect to see you again so alive. I'm glad for it for two of you.
We're playing the lottery, baby, and we're gambling with our lives this time. What are you doing? Burying another stiff, eh?
It seems this poor bard, judging by the injuries, faced the beast. If only someone could have intervened. Alas, the chance would never come. Would you mind helping me bury him? And also,
Sure thing,
can
man.
I please have my necklace back?
Sorry,
Pepper
we don't
is
have time.
helping him.
We got to get moving.
You guys go ahead.
Fucking leave your ass,
It will
Pepper.
just
I'll-
take
Go
a
ahead.
moment, please.
Go ahead.
I'll help him. I mean, the faster we get this guy
Wait, is
buried,
the-
like,
Exactly my
Is the
thought.
creature nearby?
yeah, we got like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens, then work quickly with me, please.
Yes, I'll help.
Working quick.
All right.
I mean, because I'm still in Eagle for 5 hours.
I'll help too.
So this guy is, you guys start working to bury the body, and something you notice is while his entire outfit it's very showy, he was very clearly like a bard, and he has a, like, the one thing that isn't covered in blood and scratch marks, his rapier is in perfect condition. It's immaculate,
Oh wow.
glistening as if it was just cleaned, which seems quite strange. It is currently laying on the ground next to his body. And
One of you boys want to pilfer this here stick? I mean,
so
No, I'm good.
you guys do the help bury the body. He does not bury the rapier. After some time, he takes the rapier and he looks at the grave sullenly. And then he says, "Thank you. Judging by the hourglass on your necklace, you do not have much time. I wish it were still my amulet, but maybe it will benefit you more than myself. If you would, I would hate for this rapier to go to waste. So if you'd be willing, I would trade for my amulet back."
Sure.
Sure.
you got a
And
chance
I-
to make amends. I mean,
I will take off the amulet and
Oh, God.
go to do the little exchangey deal, and I'm gonna try to take both.
I
Okay.
land
my
on my
God.
tiny eagle feet and I just put a
roll-
wing on
Try
your
to
back.
slide a
Roll
hand
sleight of
thing out of his
hand,
hand.
but at disadvantage because he expects shady shit out of you at this point.
Fair.
So he is being very cautious with this transaction.
Wait, what are you doing? You're being shady again?
Yes, he's trying to steal both items.
He's
That's
trying
a
to.
So-
18.
Oh
All right,
my god.
So he will roll. Okay. The old man like tries to do the trade very cautiously, and like you kind of like jerk your hands around, so he's kind of like jerking it around in response, like trying to like understand what you're trying to do.
You're jerking it, he's
And
jerking
then-
it.
In a flash, all of a sudden, you're actually holding both magical items, and he looks down with horror and confusion. He's like, "How did you? Please give me
I run off
the
again.
amulet. No, if without that, I'll surely die."
I flip him the bird as I run off. I don't even
Oh
look
my
back.
God.
I just flip
Okay.
it in the air behind me.
What monster
I
of
wanna
a
try-
friend do you have?
I want to try to.
Oh, I'm not friends with any of these guys.
Sleight of hand, mage hand. Sleight of
I mean,
mage hand, the amulet.
Okay, I mean you can absolutely do that.
How
Yeah.
far can Mage
well, I
Hand
mean,
go?
you wouldn't have
30
been able to
feet.
get that far with.
Yeah, I think
Well, I will also say Mage Hand could only carry up to 10
I think
pounds.
while I'm also
The
in
amulet
eagle
doesn't weigh
form,
more than 10 pounds.
No, but resistance,
Hey.
like me holding on to it.
you know
will
what?
add weight.
You know what, J Dog? You know what, Jeremy? I think while I'm also in eagle form, I'm going to fly after
Are you
Robbie
still in
and
eagle
attack him with my fucking talons.
Oh my
You're gonna
god.
attack me?
Yeah,
Oh my
man. Why the fuck
God.
are you stealing from
I
this
fucking
kindly old
love
man?
this.
He was trying to steal from me.
No, he wasn't. You stole from him originally. Give him back the fucking talon.
This has been
talisman.
mine for hours.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So it's mine, and he was trying to steal it
Okay,
back.
Oh my god.
So with you attacking him, I won't have you roll any damage or an attack.
Oh.
Why?
Are you trying to actually hurt him or just distract
I'm
him?
just trying to snatch the thing from him.
Yeah.
And I need
Okay.
you to understand this. I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
So that thing's going back to the old man. He's gonna
Well, hold
die
up.
without it.
Okay.
Well, hold up.
Okay. I'll
You
say
either
I get
giving it
some
to me
chance
or
to
that natural
resist
20's
something.
going at ya.
So I'll say the natural 20 means like you perfectly distract him and you've completely stopped him in his tracks.
Wait.
Now the mage hand has a chance.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I had the mimic hammer in my talons.
Oh
You
shit!
did.
I just dropped that on him trying to get this.
Okay. No, I'm fine
fine.
with that. Okay, so then that natural 20 will actually by necessity need to be an attack.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
So will you go ahead and roll?
Oh my god.
You didn't switch modes yet, so will you go
No,
ahead
I
and roll?
didn't attune to this thing either. I'm literally just dropping it like an item on top of him.
It's still going to it bites like it.
Yeah, no, I know what it does.
It attacks by itself.
Because I thought about it, I'm not going to be able to grab the thing from him because I literally
Roll-
don't have the hands for it.
Roll 2d8 plus 2d4,
Oh my god.
and then add 1 to that.
Okay, these are low. That's not bad. 9.
So it was 10 total
10.
magical piercing damage
Oh my god.
as this thing latches onto you,
And then 6 from the 2d4.
and then 6 acidic damage as it saliva starts melting into you. And since you threw this thing, I'll actually say, Tyler,
I didn't throw it. I dropped it. I didn't throw it. I was above him trying to get the thing from him, and I just dropped it on him.
Tyler, you go ahead and make a check to get out of this thing grappling you. So you can do acrobatics or athletics. Not with
definitely.
disadvantage
28.
or anything. Just okay.
28.
So you're it bites you and saliva's into you, and you're able to fling it off, and it falls to the ground and begins on the ground again. And then and you can tell it's got a little bit of your meat in its teeth, and it's licking its lips it's very happy, but once more. Matt, with that, I feel like at this point, Tyler, your grip would have lightened up a little bit. So I will say, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
No, if he continues to run with it, he's gonna run with it.
Matt,
But my
you
thing
can
is,
try
I'm
to grab
holding
it.
on to it.
Yes. But
Mage Hand can literally only grab 10 pounds of weight. For him to pull away from me, holding on to something.
But you're distracted.
But you were just bitten.
But I'm still holding on to the things I
Yeah, but
just
Yes.
you
stole.
also were attacked.
You were attacked by that thing.
You just took damage.
Here is
you're
what I'm doing.
probably
Here
not
is what I'm
super
doing.
focused on
Matt,
that.
you have to make a sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Okay.
And Tyler, you're going to make a actually just make a straight
well,
dexterity
I'm already
check.
at disadvantage, so.
Well,
if
he's
I'm
just making a
contested, it's
dexterity
like
check. He's making a straight dexterity check to see what the DC of your check.
Oh,
your
okay,
check is.
gotcha. Ooh, not good.
Well, mine was good.
Yeah, 7.
I had an 18.
Okay, so he manifests the magical hand and he tries to yank the amulet from your hand, but even with the blood coming out and
Jesus.
the acid burning in, you're
This is
able to
not the
grip
run,
onto it.
the way I expected this whole thing to go.
The dude's saying, give him back his shit. There's no reason to have stolen from him.
Why would you guys want me to give him this amulet back? It's the only
He
thing that
just
lets
said
us
he's
know
gonna
when this
die
thing-
without it.
I don't want to die without it.
You're not gonna die
don't
without
wanna
it. We
die
just need to
without it.
leave.
We don't know how to leave yet.
It's
We
too
need to
late.
know where this thing is.
Kindness has
time has
gotten
come.
us
Help this
so
guy into his
far.
cellar.
Kindness has gotten us so far.
Help this guy into his
So-
cellar if you're worried about him.
Oh Lord.
As all of this is happening,
Mm.
the amulet in your hand begins to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're not wearing it, you can't. You have the option of letting it go, but it does do a point of fire damage to you.
No, I'll take a point of fire damage.
Okay, so it remains in your hand.
Oh my god.
Now it's just like a fuck you.
Oh
I'm not
my
letting this Amy
God.
go.
And
Well, why would I?
with that,
Go ahead.
presumably with that, you would turn behind you since you knew the creature was behind you.
Uh-huh.
And you see a massive 15-foot tall, orange, semi-reflective carapaced creature with massive horns and
It's Greymon.
a vicious lizard jaw. And two massive clawed hands and a tail that's at least 10 feet long emerge from the sides of the hedge maze as it was clearly just ripping its way through the hedge maze. And before the old man has time to react, it comes down with a vicious swipe and cleaves him in twine.
Oh my god, no!
My human soul is sad about this, but my robot who was programmed for thievery doesn't care.
Oh my god.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck! Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'm glad I'm running away, which I have already been
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I think you got loose.
doing. I had
Yeah.
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 I got 22.
Oh,
24.
I'm dying. 12.
I want you guys to know this is a bigger shit show than I could have possibly imagined, and I'm
Oh
just
my
really
God.
grateful to you guys. Also, there were a lot of
Oh,
really
man.
helpful items in that one chest. Like there was a potion of invincibility in there, which is real
Oh,
good.
fuck.
Hey, here we are. Here we are.
Here you are. Final battle.
Oh,
Meet
man.
Cain.
Ever.
So first off, Cain needs to roll his little thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, nothing crazy. First in the order is Robbie. You're about 60 feet away from Cain.
What'd you get, Robbie?
A 24.
You're about 60
So,
feet away
okay,
from
hear
Cain.
me out.
Hold on. Let me set the scene.
Yeah.
properly.
Go ahead.
Pepper, you are above. You're above Robbie, so 60 feet plus like 15 or 10 feet, vertically, and then Lauren is like 5 feet away from it because he was standing right next to the to the
I would have
Undertaker.
needed to be 30 feet away to do the mage hand thing.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so you would have had to move 30
So
feet.
I would have tried to like run
Yes.
after them a
Yes.
little bit.
Yeah,
So
he's
that's fine. So
presumably
you're-
like 30 feet from.
Yes, so you're 30 feet away then. That's fine.
So I know that this is, might piss you guys off or might piss the listeners off. But Robbie, with everything that's just happened,
Yeah.
all you guys just turned on me too. I
Yes.
don't know what to think. And also, Robbie's kind of a coward. I am going to continue to run away. I'm going to use my full 30 feet of movement, and I will use cunning action to dash even farther, trying to leave this room.
Yep.
Does that provoke an opportunity attack?
Well, no, I
not
was
from you.
already 60 feet away from
Yeah.
it.
Well, he might have a
So-
60-foot range of something.
Well, fair.
No, he does not.
Not for an opportunity attack, I don't think.
So,
No.
he is going
It's like
to.
a 5-foot range. It's fine.
Are actually, so you can go that full distance. As you're running, you actually notice that the exit and the entrance are both sealing themselves simultaneously. You
Okay.
are fat because you're so effing fast. You absolutely have a chance to jump through, but one, it will definitely seal behind you, and two, it'll
That's
be
fine.
it'll be an acrobatics,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be a hard check.
Okay.
And
I'm fine with that.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Don't fail me now. I hate that this always happens because it probably sounds like such bullshit, but that's a natural fucking 20. It probably
my
seems like such
God.
bullshit.
That one.
I
my
hate that it
God.
always happens at these big moments
Oh my god, I love
That's
it.
what you
because
need
it
him, I
probably
guess.
feels like such bullshit. But
Okay.
like
Oh my
the
God.
log,
Robbie does
It's
like
digital
a
dice.
perfect roll as this exit is closing, and you guys see he perfectly gets out, and he actually flips you guys off one last time as it closes behind you. And Robbie, you're no longer in initiative. You
I
have
do want to
escaped.
apologize to my friends Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy.
Tyler,
But
Robbie has
once
escaped.
you guys attacked him, he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm on my own out here.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here."
Yeah. You have absolutely escaped. The other two boys, this room is sealed.
Yeah. So I do have a question. So as far as initiative goes, is it all happening simultaneously? Because I do have something that could potentially help if I have the time to get through that. But it's literally not my turn yet.
Like it happens. It does happen simultaneously, but like order is like if you're earlier in the order, people later in the order can't affect your turn. Like you're so quick that even though it's happening simultaneously, like
for sure,
you're not even fast enough to react.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Cool. So at the end of Robbie's turn, the Cain is going to use a legendary action to move half of its movement. So it can only move 15 feet with half of its movement. So it is now 15 feet away from you, Matt, away from you, Lauren, rather than 30. And now it is Pepper's turn.
I'm going to drop the eagle form and in a 60-foot cube around the creature, I am going to cast Wrath of Nature.
Okay.
Oh, what does that do?
I call out to the spirits of nature and rouse them against my enemies, and I choose a point I can see within range, and it's a 60-foot cube, and the trees, rocks, and grasses within the 60-foot cube do different things. So, since we are in a graveyard, I get rocks. I also get grass and roots.
Yes.
I don't know if there's trees in this graveyard. That's up to your discretion.
No, there are not. They're not.
Okay, great. So here's what happens. As a bonus action on my turn, I can cause the loose rocks, aka the tombstones, to fly at the target. They must make I make a spell attack on them. On hit, that it deals 3d8 non-magical bludgeoning damage. Roots and vines. At the end of my turn, one creature of my choice, this being this creature, within the cube must succeed on a strength saving throw or become restrained until the spell's end. Restrained creature can use an action to make a strength or athletics check to try and see if you can end the effects of that spell. And then the grass and undergrowth, it is considered difficult terrain.
So what are you doing? Because you can't do all of those, right? You could do one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to restrain them.
All right. So do they have to make a save, or do you make?
Yeah, they have to make a strength save against my spell DC.
Okay, it got a 16.
It's just my spell save DC, so that's up to you. Does that beat it or does that not?
Yeah, at 16.
He does have the +3.
Did you add that +3 to the 16?
Oh, I didn't add the +3. No, yeah, so that would be
so it's actually
technically 19.
Okay, so then in that case, I will say he uses one of his legendary resistances. But that's good that you got him to use that early, because better on that kind of thing.
And now we know the difference.
Yes. So now it so you were successfully like restraining it, and it just viciously roars, and like it almost feels like it scares the vines right off of it, or the roots right off of it. But yeah, it is able to.
I would like to. Well, I guess I didn't deal damage to him, so I can't. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
I think that's your turn, other than movement.
Yeah, no, that is my turn. That's what I said.
Okay.
I'm gonna just use my full movement to move farther away from him.
All right. So Cain is going to move, and because it's rough terrain, it's going to take its full movement to get that 15 feet to Lauren, and then it's going to attack by pouncing at Lauren. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
I'm deeply sorry, boys. Oh, this was supposed to be close with the full party. Okay, so it's gonna do. It's not terrible. It's gonna do 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And now you need to make a strength saving throw.
Strength? Oh,
Yeah.
God. 19.
Okay, that will succeed. So like you stumble backward from this just slash with so much momentum of such a large creature on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully you're able to keep on your feet.
Okay,
And
cool.
now it is going to make another claw attack against you. I'm assuming a 20 still hits. That will be 14 more slashing damage.
Fuck.
Just standard slashing damage, not magical. And then it's going to make a horn attack.
Oh, man.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit. Thank you, Jesus.
You successfully evaded its horn attack. And that's it.
Okay. Oh, man.
So now it is your turn.
Okay. I am within range, correct, of this dude?
Uh-huh.
So...
Very in range.
Yeah. How far off is Kyle's character?
About it would be about 30 feet because he turned back into a human or humanoid or whatever, so he would have landed on the ground nearby.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna run towards Pepper.
Okay. That is going to provoke an attack. Are you like disengaging and moving? You okay?
No, just running.
Okay, that's going to.
My feet is 35. My speed is 35. So
my feet is 35.
My feet is 35.
I'm gonna assume.
Stupid.
I'm gonna assume a.
No, not
28 hits.
Yeah, 20 hits.
What's 9 plus 2?
All right. Claw attacks again.
You thirsty?
That's gonna be 15 slashing damage as it cuts into your back.
Okay. When I get to Pepper, I'll just tag him. Dimension door.
Okay, which direction you going?
I mean,
it can go up to 500 feet, so you can get out of this. This whole area is like 120 feet or so.
Dimension door inside this thing's stomach.
Oh my god! No, I have to be able to see the area. See, or you can visual, or it could be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
So yes,
I will say the area I am in right now, you have been.
Yes, I have been there, which is the we took P, which is the promise area.
Well, no, he's just on the other end of the area.
I'm just
You can absolutely tell me to where he is.
I want a dimension door to that area if possible.
Do I have to be a willing participant?
You are. You do have to be willing.
Yes, you do have to be willing. But he'll teleport regardless.
I think you dimension door without me.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
I think you pop into if you indeed pop into the promise room, I am not there.
No, he's not popping into the promise room. He's just popping to the other side of the closed-in hedge.
Oh, then no, I'm not there.
Okay, so Matt, I mean, you don't know this. You wouldn't know until the spell happens that he was unwilling. So you pop up right next to Robbie, who I assume is just like...
No, I would have kept running.
Okay, you kept going? Okay.
I wouldn't have sat right by the door where the dragon presumably killed them.
Fair. That is totally fair. All right.
I've been running this whole time.
So Lauren, you pop to the other side, and it is now...
I think when he teleports...
Yeah.
Because that's like your turn. I don't want to skip your turn and do whatever.
Well, I mean, does that succeed? I'm teleported to the other side.
Yeah, no, you absolutely that's not a thing you have to check for. You can. It's just a spell. Like it's a very, it's like a 3rd level spell or something. Like you just get to do it. It's a 4th level spell. Yeah, like you just get to do it. So you as soon as you get to your destination, you realize that Pepper did not join you. And after that, you're now out of combat. And I will say you do see Robbie in the distance, I assume hauling ass, because it's only been a few seconds.
Yeah.
So like he is in the distance, but like rogues are inherently very fast. So I would say he's like he's a good ways away, but you can definitely see him just running. Yeah. And now you are also out of combat. And Cain is going to use a legendary action to move half of its movement towards Pepper. And it is now fully out of that rough terrain area. Mm-hmm. So it is 15 feet away from Pepper.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
And Pepper, I'll say you're like 10 feet away from your hammer thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. How close am I to the hedge?
You're very far away. At this point, you'd be like in the center of the thing. So it would be something like 60 feet in any direction. Because at this point, you'd be near the center of it. Near the center of this like area.
I think knowing he's probably going to die anyway, and he was searching for fun anyway. I think Pepper just kind of shouts out loud to Hedge, "Hey, buddy, I heard you need help holding this guy here. Thought I'd stick around and give you a hand." And he drops the concentration on the rough terrain, slaps his hands together, and wall of fire appears between him and the creature, but like in a diagonal going towards him. So he is caught within the wall of fire.
Okay. Oh my God. What does wall of fire do?
And as he casts that, he just looks up at him and says, "You owe my buddy Salt some money."
Oh, it's very good.
Oh my God. All right,
so tell me what Wall of Fire does. Yeah.
Wall of Fire says you create a wall of fire that is a solid surface within range. On a solid surface within range, you can make it up to 60 feet long and 20 feet high, which I will, and 1 foot thick. It's just giving all the dimensions of how thick the shit is. I have it at max thickness. When it appears, any creatures within the area of this must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed saving throw, they take 5d8 fire damage, or half as much on a successful save.
He succeeded.
Oh, that's great. That doesn't matter. He's still going to take some fucking damage, too. So that's,
oh my God.
Ooh, that's 6 plus fucking 7, so that's 13. Oh my God, that's 7 plus 4, so that's 23, 24.
11, 24.
And then that's 7 plus 3 again, so that's 34 points of fire damage in half. So he takes 15, 19 points of fire
17?
damage.
It's 17.
And upon taking that damage, Salt fucking appears beside him, and he takes another additional 1d6 fire damage from Salt's appearance. And Salt just flips him the fucking bird as a radial blast of fire comes off him as he's staring this big motherfucker in the eyes.
All right. So after you do this huge wall of fire that blows up on him, and Salt appears next to him and like does that fire effect, the thing is just fully engulfed in flame. Mm-hmm. And out of the flame, a horrendous flaming claw comes and takes a swipe at Salt. Does a 16 hit Salt?
It does.
Okay.
How much damage does it do to my baby boy? Because he's a little hardy son of a bitch. So don't count him out just yet.
17 points of damage. Of
he's
slashing
still alive
damage.
And kicking, baby. He's still alive and kicking, baby.
Oh man.
Okay, good.
Salt ain't going down like no bitch.
So it does 17 points of slashing. And the flame that's on it almost goes out immediately, and it seems unscathed. Mm-hmm. Because it is in fact immune to fire damage.
That's great for him.
I'm very sorry.
Shit, dude.
Oh no, it's okay. That's fine. I figured as much.
To be clear, this is not just a straight fucking. I debuffed this thing severely
No,
to make it clear that
I'm
it's
not
a
mad
young.
at all. I'm standing up to him until he fucking puts me in the ground. So how about that?
Oh my
That's
God.
probably what's
Damn,
about to
dude.
happen right this very second. In fact,
Will
so
it happen
he is,
this very second?
Well,
Because I
maybe
think
not.
he's
That's
a
fair.
bitch.
So he is going to run towards you, but as he's passing your familiar, he's going to make his tail attack at the familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming a 22 hits
On my familiar or me?
God.
on the familiar.
22 hits.
That will be 12 points of bludgeoning damage to the
All
familiar.
right, he's looking a little rough around the old edges, but he's still kicking it.
Do familiars get attack of opportunity?
He might. Yeah, why not? I don't know.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
says
it's
he can
fine.
take the blocks. Dash, sure. I don't know. The
Yeah,
only
it's
attack he
fine.
has is his Flame Seed, which is a ranged attack. He gets a +8 to the roll, so
Wait.
I'll go for it.
Hold on. Can all it do is fire damage?
Yeah, buddy. Is it fully immune to fire damage?
It's
Yeah.
fully immune.
Yeah, he just throws a Flame Seed at it.
It literally is only immune to three things. One is non-magical weapons.
Two, maybe three.
It's non-magical weapons, poison,
2 to
and
5
fire.
things.
Two
It
of the
only has-
17 things.
it has
That's fine,
significantly
whatever.
fewer fucking
I don't need to.
resistances
I
to
don't need to
normal-
go off with the fire. I don't need to go off with the fire. Tell
Alright,
him to run my shit. I'm gonna fight
Okay.
him. I don't care. I don't have
That's-
to use my fancy
that's
magic
right.
in the way I've been using it. I can change up. You think I'm just a one
Does a
gimmick
15 hit?
druid? Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
15 just hits me. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna assume the other two hit as well. I need to.
If they're higher than 15, I'd say so.
So it brings down its two claws against you, and it deals 32 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it goes to take a ferocious bite out of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel good about what you guys made me do.
No one made you do anything.
No one made you do anything.
Fuck
You're
you
not
guys.
doing anything.
I'll ask you this: are there any bugs around?
And then you took 26 piercing damage.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
fine.
God.
I'll ask you again: are there any bugs around?
Yeah, they're small, like little beetles and that kind of thing.
Great news. You would about how many of those babies would you say?
Hold on.
Give me a rough estimate of those
Hold on.
bugs that would be around.
The attack is
Would
not
you
over.
say it's up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion?
Sure, absolutely. All of those things.
They getting big.
Hold on. I need you to make a resisted grapple check as it tries to keep you in its mouth.
is
Like
it
it's got a
strength?
bite.
Is it strength, acrobatics,
Strength
or athletics?
acrobatics. It's athletics or
Oh, man.
acrobatics.
Okay, I'll do athletics.
Pepper's about to get attack on Titan.
That's a 2 + 5.
Oh, no.
You are unsuccessful, and you are now considered restrained as this thing
That's so
is
great for
biting
me.
into you. You cannot.
I
move.
love that.
I have to look up what the restrained condition.
That's funny. Say another one. That made me laugh.
A restrained creature's speed is 0, and it can't benefit from any of its bonuses. To
Is this thing a
speed.
beast?
Attack rolls against it? No, it is a monstrosity titan.
Oh my God.
The creature. So any attack rolls you make against it will be at disadvantage. But other than that, like you can't move, and any dex saves are a disadvantage. But other than that, you can cast spells for sure.
Okay, I'm in its mouth. Okay, I'm gonna
It's like
conjure an
bitten
elemental.
around, like from your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm
across
gonna conjure
your
an
torso.
elemental in the back of his throat.
Okay, you wouldn't be able to see into the back of its throat because your head isn't in its mouth.
Yeah, how could I not see in there?
Because its head
I can
isn't.
use a free cantrip, produce flame, and I can see in there. And
No,
I'm
but
gonna
like
cast-
you're not in its mouth. Like your head's
I
not
thought
in
you
its
said I
mouth.
was.
Your torso, like this, is in your. Like your torso. It's
So you're
like
telling me
biting
in this
shoulder-
thing's jaw, there's no possible chance for me to see inside of its mouth, at least not down its throat, in its mouth.
I guess you could see. in his mouth, but
I'm gonna summon an elemental in its mouth then.
Okay. Just for the sake of you're getting fucked, I will give this to you. What are you summoning in its mouth?
I am going to summon with my last 5th level spell
I beg
slot.
of you, don't summon a fire elemental.
No, obviously not a fire elemental. I am going to summon.
Wait, what's the other 2 things he's immune to?
Yeah, I'm gonna summon a water elemental in this fool's mouth.
No, you're good. Okay, so it bursts open and like not in a way that damage. Well, fuck it. I'll give it some damage. Well, not great. It takes 4 badass damage as you hydro pump this bitch's mouth off of you, and it like stumbles back a little bit. And now standing next to you is your trusty water elemental.
This motherfucker can move. Listen here. This motherfucker can move as water in a space at least as narrow as 1 inch.
Okay.
That motherfucker's in his throat. I am going to send the elemental into the stomach of this motherfucker.
Or the lungs.
Or the either way.
Okay.
Quite hydrating.
I will say, like, I don't know how this wouldn't be a.
And it can do a multi-attack from the inside of this fucking fool.
Well, okay. To get into its mouth, I will say that
it's water. What do you mean?
Well, it's a creature that can avoid the clearly
dangerous monster. It's already in its mouth. To be fair,
no,
it was summoned in its mouth. But it has a water form. It can go into a space at least as narrow as 1 inch.
The fucking water elemental doesn't come into existence as a goddamn puddle. It comes into existence in its water elemental form, and then
now it's a puddle. I want to put it in his mouth.
But it's gonna have to make a fucking attack.
It's getting in his mouth. How do I do it?
That's what.
Make a fucking make an attack.
Would this be Dex because he's liquid?
Sure.
Hell
Make a dexterity-based attack.
Fuck your dirty butt, dude. That is a 17 plus 4. No, 17 plus 2. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
19.
Okay, that's a 19. Its AC is 20. So
fuck! Do you have another luck? Did you say you have one more luck?
Oh yeah, true. I'm gonna use my final luck for this and roll another d20.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. That's a 18, and I'm not joking.
That's it.
Plus 2. That is it.
Oh my god.
He in his mouth. He attacked. He in his mouth.
Okay. So if he's
fucking attack.
I will not allow you to attack it unless you're in its stomach where your elemental will be taking acid damage every turn.
That's so great. That's fine. He's got health for days, buddy.
Okay.
He's gonna
I am fine
down
with this
in
then.
Stomach town, and he's attacking.
Okay. And
I'll even let you take one of his attacks away to swim into his stomach.
Well, one of his attacks was to get in this turn. So
okay, good, perfect.
But you're in its stomach. All of your attacks will be at advantage.
Yes.
Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll be extra kind. All of your attacks automatically hit, and they automatically crit.
Oh my god! Because he's in his stomach.
Actually, I'm sorry. No. All of your attacks you roll normally, but if you hit, you crit automatically.
Right.
Is that fair?
All right, that's fair to me.
I like it.
That's plus 7. Yeah, it is plus 7. So that is 13. That's 20.
20 is the number.
Hey.
So
Thank God. Okay,
roll
so
double
that's one
damage.
Attack.
Yeah.
Okay, double this damage. That is 7 and 7. That's 14. Doubled. That's 28.
Okay. What kind of damage is
Now
it?
my second attack.
Oh, what kind of damage is it?
It's a bludgeoning damage from the inside.
Is it magical bludgeoning damage?
You know,
I don't know.
it doesn't say.
Okay, just for the sake of you poor bastard. It
You don't
works.
have to
It's
give
not.
it to me.
It's
Let me die.
It's immune. It's normally immune, but you got past its carapace. You're inside
Yeah,
it, so
I'm
its
in its
insides.
stomach.
Its insides aren't as strong as its outside, so it'll do normal
So it's
damage.
28 bludgeoning damage
That's
from the
good.
inside. It's going for another fucking attack. This one is
28.
another 13 plus 7, so that's another 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
And this one's less damage though. That's 12. 8 plus 4.
Okay. So is that doubled or not doubled?
Oh, 8 plus 4. That is also doubled. Plus 4 for the last one. So that 28 was actually supposed to be a 32. And this is supposed to be a 32. Right. There you go.
Okay. So I think that's 50 total damage if I did things properly.
And that's just my elemental.
Yep. It is just your elemental.
Now it's my turn.
Well, no, you did that for your turn.
No, I just summoned an elemental. I got bonus things. My little boy, Salt's gonna throw another flame seed even though it does nothing.
Okay, can we just for the sake of this fight,
and Salt flips him off again after he does it.
Every attack, it throws a tiny ball of fire that dinks off. Okay, so now I am going to deal some acid damage to your critter.
All right.
Hey guys, hey listeners, thanks for
thank you so much
with us on this ride.
Hey, thank you guys, you three, for sitting here for 6 hours again.
Fuck,
I'm unemployed.
Hey,
if you guys wonder why Daphne divorces me, this fucking exact episode was why. Whatever reason she gives, this was the root.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't roll this many dice. Will someone roll 10d6 dice for me?
I got it. That's 34 damage.
Okay, so your creature takes 34 acid damage.
Okay, that's fine. What's 34 minus 114?
Minus what? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Number.
I got you.
Just write 34, and then it'll be easier to do it the other way. Just write 34 and just add.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Cain, like with all this damage happening inside of it, he starts like convulsing like he's gonna vomit, but he's actually able to keep the creature down. So he actually wants the creature inside of him.
That's weird. He's yucky.
So
I'm into vor.
Now, can you do anything else with the rest of your turn? I'm assuming not.
No, I just threw the thing at him, and that's why it was his turn.
Okay.
There's still a firewall, even though he doesn't care. It's there.
At the end of your turn, he is going to make another bite attack at you.
No, I'm not.
Does a 22? Does a 21 hit?
Oh man.
Okay. God. You ever make a monster say it's going to be really hard, and then 2 of your 3 party members just piece the fuck out for some reason?
I mean, it must not be that hard if Kyle's not dead yet.
Yeah.
All right. Does 18? All right. You're going to take 18 piercing damage, and you need to make that same like grapple.
No, I don't.
Are you dead?
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh man.
Which means the water elemental
is no longer in his tummy.
And Kyle, I don't know how to tell you this, but this
is
not the kind of creature that after you fall unconscious, it just lifts itself up and swallows your body, and Pepper is extremely dead. Anyway,
hey, first death on the show.
God.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Wow.
I don't feel
first
good.
Player death.
Okay.
So what's happening with us?
So assuming, all right, so you were just running. Lauren,
I did not break
do?
stride.
Yeah.
Running the whole time.
Yes. Lauren, what did you do? You saw Robbie running away.
I think I would have hesitated for a second, knowing that Pepper stayed behind.
Yeah.
I think I would have tried to just push that thought aside and just, I wish you the best, Pepper. And then I'll just book it towards Robbie.
Okay. So what is your speed? What is your speed,
35.
Lauren? And your speed is just 30, right?
Yeah, but I can run 60 every turn.
Yes. Yeah. No, you can actually run 90 every turn.
Oh.
And he can run 70 because you can use your action as a dash.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lauren, you're able to run 70. Robbie, you're able to run 90, which means his lead will slowly get larger and larger on you, even with you being at a dead sprint. And he already had a decent lead.
I do want to say, at any given point, I don't know how long, because I'm sure we're kind of like twisting and turning.
Yes.
Any point that I have a clear shot within 600 feet.
I expected,
Oh, no, you'll absolutely.
Literally, I have been thinking about this the whole time.
So anytime I have a shot within 600 feet, I want to take an Eldritch Blast.
So it will take him even at the 20 feet per. Okay, so actually, with you taking an attack, that will slow you down.
Yeah, I know. I figured. Yeah. So obviously,
he would gain an additional 30. So he would gain 55 feet, and he was already like 100. So you would have
like 4 turns or 5.
He can definitely take a shot at
7,
me.
8. You would have 9 turns before he gets. No, you would have 7 turns before he gets out of range.
7 turns. Okay. I'm gonna make those.
And I'm assuming there will be like corners that you're rounding and stuff, but for the sake of entertainment for myself.
We'll pretend it's a straight shot.
So basically you're going to get to make 7 turns of attacks.
Also, I'd assume at some point I will reach something.
Yes, but remember, like every time you've gone from one place to another, it's been like 30 minutes,
this
10
one
minutes.
Specifically took 5 hours.
Well,
yeah. I can't remember.
Changes.
Also,
that's how you guys ended up back at the same
Yes,
place.
the path does change.
Okay, gotcha.
So the length isn't
was
set.
the last one. I will say this was the last one letter for Triumph. I don't know if that'll come into play. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you want me to just roll 7 really quick in rapid succession?
You have 7.
Whoa, no. 7 attacks? No.
Yes, because he has 7 turns worth of stuff before you're out of range.
No. Roll your first attack so that I know you're there.
Okay, all right.
Because I don't know you're chasing me.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
because I will realistically do something in response.
Yes.
First attack.
Anything you do other than running may slow you down.
Yes.
4.
But luckily, him the same.
Yes.
4 plus.
And I also always still get the bonus dash.
Yes.
So,
Oh, no, you'd still be gaining on him, but you wouldn't be gaining the 55, which means he might get more times to try to hit you.
Yeah.
At the cost of it being harder to hit you for each of those, if that makes sense.
I do have a clarification to make, though.
Okay.
So I did roll my first one. It was a 15. Because I'm over level 5 as a warlock, I actually per action have 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Yes. So you gotta roll again.
My first Eldritch Blast was a 15.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Not even close. Okay. And then I'll swipe that second one.
I've got +3 magic armor right now. Yeah. Like my AC's high.
No, you guys got a bunch of very cool magical items and then fucked off with them.
15 plus 8.
That hits.
23.
Yeah, that one hits.
Okay, cool. So that's a 1d10 plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6 damage.
I'm literally just gonna have you guys run this just back and forth, turn.
Yes.
So
now that I have noticed that you're chasing after me and shooting at me, I am going to. The whole time Kyle was fighting the dragon, I was thinking about what I'm going to do once this inevitably happened.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And speaking of our fallen comrade Kyle, love you. I am going to pull a play out of his playbook, and let's see. I can run 60 feet this turn. So at the start of the turn, because it doesn't really matter, I'm going to cast 60 feet in front of me. Fog cloud.
Oh my god.
And then I will run through the fog so that you can't see me whilst trying to shoot for those few turns.
Yeah. So we're
taking a page out of Bond's book, not
you
my
threw
book.
it 60 feet in front of you?
Well, I know, but
yeah.
So I cast it at 60 feet in front of me because I still have 60 feet of movement this turn.
So at the end of that turn, okay, so because this is the first turn, that means you would have been 180 feet away.
Yeah, and you can kind of fudge this. I know.
If he's running at full speed, it would take him 3 turns to get past it.
So you can still shoot me, but I would assume you'd be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
No, if there's a fog cloud, he can't see you. I think Eldritch Blast requires you to be able to see your target.
I mean,
does it?
Hold on, let me see.
Most spells require you to have visual. Now, this fog cloud might have worked way better than you're expecting, because I don't think it's possible for him to shoot at you without having sight on you.
I think it's just a ranged attack, so I think it would just be at a disadvantage if I wanted to do that.
No. If you can't see a target, you can't make a ranged attack against them.
But
like,
it's
right.
But I'm literally like,
okay.
So if I was shooting like an arrow, I could be making blind shots. It'd be a disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so
I know generally
fine.
where he's at, and I can shoot 600 feet.
It's shoot into the dust.
Eldritch Blast has no requirement for a creature you can see.
Okay. All right, that's totally fine. All right, roll at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. So I'm
will be
assuming
a lot of
so
attacks.
it's gonna take seven rounds because I'm just gonna be blasting.
How many
rounds.
until
do 3 rounds?
How many until he is past the fog cloud?
Yes, do 3 rounds at disadvantage.
23 again.
Yeah.
So
2 hits.
2 total hits.
Yeah. 5 plus 4, so 9.
9 total.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally messed that up because I was doing disadvantage, but I was counting that as my 2. But that's okay.
All right, so 9 force damage, and then now it is back to you.
I will.
You're quite. I will
do the same thing.
Yeah,
I have to imagine.
You're further away, so it'll take him even longer this time.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of simplicity, I will say that
I get 6 more attacks at disadvantage, essentially.
You will.
Because we have 3 rounds left.
Yeah, I'll say there are 4 rounds left, but all of them are at disadvantage. At the end of it, he will be gone.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay. So you said 4 rounds or 3 rounds?
So you've got 4 more rounds, but they're all at disadvantage.
Okay. So this is 8 attacks, essentially, all at disadvantage. So
8 attacks, all at disadvantage.
And a 4. Nope, that won't hit. So 16
So you hit
damage.
me twice for 16 damage?
Yep. Jesus Christ.
Jeremy, what happens? Okay, so after you get clear of him, presumably you guys pick up, or you keep that same pace. And Tyler, how do I?
If he doesn't shoot, once he comes through that cloud and I don't feel him shooting at me, I am nothing but running. Obviously.
No, I absolutely figured that. No, that's not what I'm trying to figure out. You guys now are going to encounter the exact same divulging path, but I have to figure out, Matt, take your headphones off.
But at different times, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, you're going to
Thank you for doing this, because I had thought about this as well.
Yes. So you come across 3 choices.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, no, you only come across, I think there's only, I'm sorry, you come across 2 choices because you guys just did I. Not that you guys looked for the plaque, but I was intervention. There was a bard who was trying to get away from Cain, but because you guys heard it and then pieced the fuck out, he just straight up died, which is why it brought you to his gravesite instead. Anyway, there is an L, and then there is a blank path.
Okay. How are these plaques sitting?
They're sitting like in the wall of the hedge next to the path.
Do we have any idea do I have any sort of guesstimate as how far ahead of him I am?
Far enough that we're not worried about it.
Can I see him or him see me?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm going to, and I know I'll have to, like, wait enough time to cast
if you,
2 spells.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
My plan is to go down the blank one. But I'm going to take the time to cast a minor illusion twice to switch the signs.
Okay, so just to hide
and
one
then run
sign.
through.
Okay.
No, to switch him, because I think he knows.
What I mean is one of the paths don't have a sign, so it would be hiding one sign and making a fake sign. Yes. No, you're totally good. I just
because I assume that he knows from the last thing.
Yes.
That the one that wasn't listed was the one we wanted to go to.
Very quickly, I need you. This is minor illusion.
Yes.
So it's definitely the size for minor illusion. We need to very quickly, and this can be out of recording. We need to know duration and if it disappears when you get out of range. Because this might be a situation.
It does not disappear. It does not disappear when I leave range.
Okay. And how long?
It is only a minute. I know each turn of action is 6 seconds.
No, I'll definitely say he would get there within a minute. For sure, he would get there within a minute.
Yes, that was my thought. That was what I wanted to do.
Tyler, I'm trying to. This might make the audio sound less good, okay, but I have to cover my mouth so that he can't read my lips. You went down the left path. So the left path is the one you went down, and then you switched them, so the left path now looks like the right path and vice versa. I'm saying that so there's no chance, because I'm going to ask him left or right and then describe them. Okay. All right, good? All right, Matt?
Yes.
I'm going to murder you.
You come across you finally, you lost him, but I'm assuming you kept running after him.
Yeah.
And eventually you come across a split. There is an unmarked path to the right, and to the left there is a path with like the engraved golden L.
Okay.
Which path do you want to go down?
Blank on the right?
Yes. And I believe, who had the paper? I think you had it.
What paper? The
paper Abel gave you guys with the hangman thing.
Oh, like,
you know what?
Like
just for the sake of simplicity, he gave all three of you guys one.
Yeah,
I've been writing it down, so
because I also did a hangman thing.
You look, and you guys have gone to treasure, and you know that Triumph was just filled out. And the last time there was a blank path, it was like the special treasure.
Yeah.
So do with that information what you will, but L is to the left, blank is to the right.
Gotcha. I'm going to quickly drink 2 potions.
Okay.
What are their effects now?
They're still 5d4 plus 5.
5d4?
Yeah, okay, it hasn't been that long since the last time you guys tried to drink from it.
That's 40 total.
40 total? Nice.
With the plus 10.
Yeah.
With the plus 10. Does it look like there's any fuckery with the L?
Do an investigation
to
yes,
see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 14 plus 5, 19.
There's no way I can ask this without fucking revealing. Tyler, what is your spell DC?
Only 15.
Okay, it's only 15. Okay. So yes, the L is illusory. And the blank space, there's actually a real L being hidden. So the blank path is actually on the left and the L path is on the right. There was fuckery.
Gotcha. So I'll go down the blank, not the one. You know which one I'm trying to go
left
to.
Path. the real blank. The left path.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you guys continue. Robbie, I'm going to describe things, and then Lauren, just know like you'll be encountering the exact same thing, and then like a minute later, basically.
Okay. I'm assuming a couple minutes.
Yeah. At the end of this path, it'll be a couple minutes.
Especially with him sitting to like investigate.
Yeah. Yes, especially with the investigation and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I drank some potions.
The end of this path has the gate at the beginning rather than at the end like it normally is, and it says Triumph in big letters, and you find yourselves in a forest that looks identical to the one you guys originally came from, but you know that this forest is still within the Hedgemaze because in the distance you can see the back walls, and so you can tell that this is like a huge mile-wide area that is just in the inside of this Hedgemaze. So there is magical forest at the heart of this Hedgemaze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Robbie, I'm going to have you roll a D4, and that will determine like what you encounter first, like going in here. There's a couple of different things, and it'll tell me which one you wander into.
It's a 4.
Okay. So with a 4, the first thing you come across is, after wandering for, you're not really sure how long, the doom clock hasn't really moved. It's actually been getting wider since you evaded Cain the first time. Presumably he is enjoying his snack. And then you come across a stone in the middle of this forest with a beautiful sword. And
I have an important question.
And there is an engraving along the blade it's partially incomplete, but it's in a language. What languages do you know?
Undercommon, common, and thieves' cant.
Okay, so you don't know what it says. What is your important question?
I have an important question.
Go ahead.
Is there a sign that says "Don't pull the sword from the stone"?
There is. After you look
Don't
around,
bullshit me, Jeremy. Don't bullshit me, Jeremy.
There is no sign. He didn't have time yet.
Then I'm gonna go pull that sword.
Okay. So as soon as you touch it, what is your alignment? I'm assuming neutral or evil.
I think kind of chaotic neutral.
Okay, that's totally fair. So as soon as you touch the sword, you take 9 radiant damage as this sword angrily telepathically communicates to you.
You dare place your filthy, thieving hands upon me. Hands stained with sin, hands stained with guilt. You know nothing of justice, of honor, of a hard day's work.
Yes?
You fool! I am no mere paltry sword, young robot. I am Excalibur, and you are unworthy.
Mrs. Funk.
What do you mean I'm unworthy?
You're a dirty, rotten scoundrel, young man. You can't wield me. You can't put those nasty old crime grippers on this here perfect steel. Find me someone truly worthy.
Why are you...
Yeah. You heard me. I speak only to the good and the righteous, those who wish to defend the innocent. You do not seem like the such. You'd sooner sell me as you would pick your teeth with me, boy.
Well, you're right about that, I guess.
All right, Robbie, are you going to? So this thing, if it's unclear,
yeah.
You're hearing this in your head.
Yeah.
This thing can communicate like telepathically.
Yeah, I think I'm a little unsure as to what Robbie would do here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of want to leave it up to a roll as to whether or not I have the, like, not constitution, but like the ability to like not run away.
Well, I mean, you've seen a lot of scary shit. It is totally up to you. And
not even just in like fear necessarily, just like
however you want to do it for your character. That's totally cool.
Let me roll something.
Also, I like that you were upset about a 6-hour session, and I was like, hold my beer, watch this one off,
hold
bitches.
my beer.
Shit, I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god.
I think that Robbie stands up strong, and he says to the sword, I don't know what sort of character you would expect, but I've been programmed to be the way I am, and I be this way intentionally.
Yes, but who are you, young man? Who are you, young man, to make your own decisions beyond your programming? You might be taught to walk and to eat food, but no one makes you pick the restaurant. That's your choice.
Did you just come up with that?
Gosh darn right I did.
That was really good.
I'm pretty
I
epic,
liked it.
aren't I? I'm a sick talking sword. You got no idea what's going on over here.
A sick, nasty sword, bitch. You don't even know.
You got no clue.
I can't remember the voice I started doing for Robbie.
Same.
Dude,
But-
that's so unprofessional. God, I am disappointed in
It's
you.
not like I've been
for
doing
not
this for
having a
6
consistent-
Listen here,
it's-
either prove to me that you are truly good of heart beyond your so-called programming, or find me a worthy wielder, boy.
I think that nat 20 I just rolled for my own self-actualization was enough for me to kind of like
So you gonna try it
feel
again?
a spark of like inspiration.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to shed all of the treasures that I've found, recognizing now that this is the one true treasure, and that the only way I could possibly even come close to being worthy of it, I would have to abandon all of the reason I came here initially, all of the nasty reasons. So I drop the literal 100,000 gold pieces you said I grabbed, and the magical armor and short sword and bow, to where it's just me and this sword. And I'm going to place both hands on it and attempt to pull it out of the stone.
I wish you
Kyle?
were a human character, because I would imagine you'd be butt-ass naked right now.
I will leave this decision entirely up to you, since you are the sword. He has renounced all of his current worldly possessions because he realizes the true value.
Can the sword give him an insight check?
Well, so
Or is it inherently no?
from what I understand, that was sincere, but it's up to you whether or not him
Right.
It's
seeing
good enough.
the sword
Okay.
as the most valuable treasure here is a good alignment shift, or is he still neutral because he's still framing it in this like monetary, like this is the most valuable thing.
To
So
be
I'll
fair,
drop all the
I
other
will
stuff.
say I didn't mean to say that monetarily necessarily.
Well, just like
but more valuable
yes,
to me,
yes.
I
No,
guess.
no, yes.
Yes.
Because you're saying that value, like, and because you
Yeah.
also have to keep in mind, Excalibur is an extremely like trans-dimensionally like conscious. So even though he doesn't know all the actions you've taken, he does have like, he has a link to your soul, so to speak.
Yeah.
So Kyle, it is up to you whether or not you think this action, like basically it is up to you whether or not you think that was enough for him to switch alignment.
He killed Pepper.
I think so. If he's like
I didn't kill
actually
Pepper.
learning from the idea that like he's actually going beyond his own self and actually having like a self-realization, I'm not a robot, I'm a being moment.
It's
Yeah.
totally up to you. Were the sword. You chose to be the sword, so you were the sword.
At any moment that you switch over to being a wicked piece of shit, though, it's going to hurt real bad and you won't be able to hold me.
Yeah. I will say that I wouldn't have made this shift had I not literally rolled a nat 20 in my attempt for self-actualization.
Okay, so Kyle, in order for him to pull the sword, God, I actually,
You've got to, I was
I
waiting.
gotta
I was
send
waiting for it to
you-
come up organically. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, sir. You got to
Tyler,
repeat.
You need to look in the Discord.
You will repeat these vows after me and insert your name here and not my name because it's not me, it's you. You got me?
It's in the
I,
Discord.
blank, whatever your name is, I don't know your name. You know my name, Excalibur. It's pretty cool, right? Right? What's your name?
I, Robbie,
I, Robbie, vow to defend the innocent no matter the circumstance.
vow to defend the innocent no matter the circumstance.
To oppose any form of evil I may face.
To oppose any form of evil I may face.
And to cast aside all that would hinder me in this endeavor.
to cast aside all who would hinder me in this endeavor.
I so swear this by the very heart of creation itself.
I so swear this by the very heart of creation itself.
Then the bond has been sealed. Lightning.
Yeah, there is all kinds of radiant energy, and as you are finishing this vow, I think with all the noise and all of the fucking lightning and you having to shout this vow,
sounds like when doves cry.
I think, Lauren, you come up with him finishing that vow. You heard most of the vow with him holding this mighty
there's a lot of
sword
guitars
out
and
of
Prince.
the stone in the air. What do you do? There is an aura around him of radiant energy.
Excalibur.
And to be clear, now that you're the user, no one else can hear Excalibur except you.
Shit, I mean, he just got this super legendary sword.
You heard him make the vow. You heard him make the vow.
I heard him make a vow.
I wish I might eat this pie in my bed tonight.
I'm pretty like just tired as fuck, and I just want to get back to my wife. I'm going to do nothing. I'm gonna hide. Like, I'm gonna just remain unseen. As you know, I want to go find my thing and leave.
Okay. So then you roll a stealth, and
okay. I do have Mask of the Wild.
Robbie,
so,
you roll a perception at disadvantage, I'll say. Or actually,
Okay.
What's your passive perception, Robbie? Because you weren't looking.
18.
Okay, 18. So 18 is the number you got to beat.
Christ. Okay. I do have Mask of the Wild, so I don't know if that would help or not, but I can attempt to hide even if I'm just lightly obscured. So
no, because
this is
a dense forest. This is a dense forest. Like, it would help you if you were in a situation where it's harder to hide. It's easy to hide here.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a
advantage or no?
No advantage.
No advantage. And this stealth?
Yes.
9.
All right. So, Robbie, you do hear Lauren approach, and then like you notice, like you can hear that he approaches and then starts to move away from you.
I turn and look at Excalibur beside me, and then look at Loren, and I don't even say anything, and I walk off.
Okay. All right. So, Lauren and actually both of you just roll a d4 for me.
4.
All right. Roll again.
2.
1.
1. Okay. So with a 1, you find the exit to leave this forest and to leave the maze. With a 2, you find a mystical garden that is perfectly tended to, and there's a tiny little sign that says Abel's Garden.
Shit.
And it's painted with blue paint, and it smells like flowers. So what do you two do? I'll do Lauren first. You're at the exit. What do you do? Do you leave or do you go back into the forest?
I go back. I gotta find it.
Okay. Then that totally works. We'll do another roll for you. What about Robbie?
3 for me.
I think Robbie waltzes into this forest.
Wait,
and is
the garden?
What? Or the garden, sorry, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is Abel here?
No, Abel is not here. Excalibur, this would absolutely count as stealing.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's not what I was getting at.
Oh, no, I was just...
No, I walk in, I see this beautiful garden, and I kind of like just stand in the center and look around, and I exhale, and I think I just fall over and kind of just like pass out.
Okay.
Just from exhaustion. I've taken a lot of damage today.
Yeah, that's totally fair. All right, Matt, go ahead and roll again. Or Lauren, go ahead and roll again.
It was 3.
It was 3? Okay, you find a small little hut in the middle of the forest. And it doesn't... it doesn't have a name, but all it says is wipe your feet, welcome home on the little mat on the ground.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door and it actually opens. The door wasn't fully shut.
Oh.
And as it opens, you see that it's a single room home and it is currently empty. Outside of there's furniture and stuff, but there's no people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is a small home, so you will have to crouch to go in. If you wanted to.
I leave. I know what I'm looking for. I am
Okay.
I've got to find this thing and leave.
I will say, you would smell the scent of fruit and stuff, like food
in the house?
in the home. Yeah, I mean it's a home that
shit.
people live in.
Okay,
they're just not there
I
currently.
just want to go to somebody's home.
I mean, I'm just telling
Hello?
you, there you can smell there is definitely food in that home.
Hello?
No response.
Is anyone home?
No response.
I'll wipe my feet and I'll go in.
Okay. Inside this room, inside this very small little hut, there's not very much. There is there's a small, what you can presume would be a queen size bed, but for small creatures on one side of the room. And on the other side, there are two twin sized beds for small creatures, presumably.
Oh, wow.
Over one small one says Cain, the other small one says Abel. The twin says loving parents. And it's all written in different, very childish drawing. Except Cain's does have multiple claw marks in it. And honestly, just that whole section of the house has claw marks in it. And when you look around, there's actually small little claw marks that get bigger and bigger throughout the house, but they're most prevalent in that corner. In between those two areas, there is a kitchen area with a table with a half painted sign that says, please don't touch the super cool sword. And another one says that I'm super, super serious. Do not touch the sword, please. And thank you. But they were clearly just recently painted, and it looks like whoever was painting them ran out of blue paint. So kind of had to stop half done, and is gone presumably to get paint. And in the kitchen area, if you can just smell, and there's a fruit basket and everything, there is a mystical fruit and vegetable aura coming. So any fruits or vegetables you would want, they're present in this little thing, not in very high quantity because it is just a small little cottage. But what do you want to do?
I'll is there any paper or anything around?
There's paper. I mean, there's paper towels and no, there's no paper towels actually. There's only towels.
So I'll just leave a little note. And it'll say, Dear Abel, from your esteemed friend Loren, I wish you the warmest of days and the happiest of your future. I apologize for grabbing your vegetables and your fruits. Wives, am I right? With a question mark. What a grocery list to have. Am I right? Another question mark. And I'll write. I'll draw a little picture of me and him holding hands, with a little smiley face next to it, and then I'll sign it with my name, and then I'll leave 5,000 gold, because I'm assuming since I found all that stuff really quickly, I would have been able to just grab a bunch of money.
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah.
So I'll just leave 5,000 gold. And I'll on the back I'll write P.S. Labyrinth was great. Fuck Robbie. Hope he dies. And then I'll leave and try to find the exit.
Yeah, since you've already been to the exit, you don't have to even roll for it. You can just choose to go there. So are you boogieing?
Yep, I'm leaving.
Okay. All right. So Lauren exits the scene, successfully having retrieved the magical fruit his wife sent him on an errand to get.
Is that the whole reason you were here?
Yes, it was. She heard his deity, his patron deity, heard a rumor that there might be some cool magical fruit in this labyrinth and sent him to go get it. And there is.
Also, my patron deity is my
Your
wife.
wife
His
is your
wife
patron
is his
deity?
patron, yes. They have a very unhealthy
that the
relationship.
Hey, amen.
As Robbie slumbers in his garden for who knows how long, he's awoken by the burning of his amulet. And he looks up in nothing but his commoner's clothing and Excalibur in hand. And the beast is upon him. And as he turns to run, Excalibur psychically stops him and says, "No, this is a grand evil we must face." And it pans out as Robbie stares at this invincible beast with nothing but a very powerful sword and a new outlook on life.
Legend has it that there was an epic battle between Robbie and Cain. It's unclear who was the winner. Different people say different things, but that sexy hero sword probably came out on top. Thanks for listening. Rest in peace, Undertaker.